We're gonna lock in on Heated Rivalry, the long game. Have it right here, and we're gonna read it, and we're gonna have so much fun together, and it'll be great and awesome. I finished chapter 1, and I had been talking about previously how I think that hiding the secret between Shane and Ilya is going to be a huge driving factor in this book, and like obviously it's going to be a huge plot point, because I'm assuming by the end of it they're going to be exposed. I will say, like, it's hell. Like, every time I've read a book like this, it's been hell when they get found out, like Red, White, and Royal Blue. Like, I literally, like, hell. Like, it's like I dread it. As I was saying, I feel like, you know, they keep it a secret for a while, but then something happens, people find out, they're exposed. Obviously, Shane and Ilya are keeping this huge secret, and it's already like made apparent in the first chapter that this whole secret is gonna be a huge weight during like the whole story, because Shane is like upset about it. He's bothered by the fact that, like, I mean, I feel like they both are very bothered by the fact that, you know, they can't share their love for each other openly. And, you know, I think that would bother anybody if anybody was in their shoes. Like, that would bother me if I was in Shane and Ilya's position. Like, when you love somebody, you just want to, like, outwardly share that and not be judged for it. And, you know, not have that change your perception, like how people perceive you. And in their case, I mean, I'm sure they'll come across the backlash of being in a relationship and being involved as they are, and how the weight of that probably feels like a million bricks. Like, I have no other way to describe it. I mean, just reading the first chapter, you can see, and like I said earlier, this secret is going to be a huge driving plot point, and I'm already terrified for whenever or however this gets revealed to the public, because I don't think it's going to go over well. I mean, usually it never does, but then you always have this big group of people who are supportive, and I feel like that's important to the story. I do feel like they will be pretty supported in the end, but obviously I feel like there will be that like point, probably like a third of the way through the book, where they're exposed and everybody's just like, I can't believe this, you know, this is like, however, you know, this is blank, and it's their backlash on it, and I'm sure that won't feel great. And the main point is what I'm, you know, that weight I think is going to come with its mental health effects, because I mean, there's a warning in the beginning of the book for, you know, depression, among other things. So I'm really nervous to see how this goes going into the second chapter and so forth. But I feel like I just pretty much reiterated what I said previously, but with the caveat is that I'm actually reading the second book now, so it's real and it's getting serious. I am 14% through the long game. Right now I am currently reading the club scene with what's his name, like where they're at this music concert at a club with Fabian and his boyfriend Max, I think is his name. I can't remember. And there's a scene between Shane and Ilya where Ilya's having a hard time basically like wanting to show affection and have it, you know, being out in public. So, you know, like I was talking about earlier, that weight of having to like balance it is like very much prevalent right now in here. I'm like reading this and I'm like, I think they're just putting a lot of thought into this and just expecting the worst. Like, I feel like when they get found out, it's gonna be like decently bad, but also I feel like a lot of this like mental anguish is like them just putting this pressure on themselves without even just like saying, let's see how this goes. But I get there's a lot at stake. There's their careers, you know, their foundation, like that stuff, you know, is a lot to consider. But I'm also just like, I'm just curious to see how this is gonna play out, because obviously like it's taking its toll. It started taking its toll at the end of Heated Rivalry, but I don't want it to get much worse because that makes me sad. Guys, I just read the scene where Shane is playing against Boston and Shane does the Rosenov. Oh, and Ilya's watching. I love that so much. It makes me happy. Oh my god, I love that so much. Okay, I am 25% through. I'm here with another update because I think this is really important for Shane to hear. He's hanging out with Rose right now, and she is like, do you mind if I like give you some advice? And she's just like, do what makes you happy. Like, live how you want to live. Do not worry about the other people who have these like opinions, because who cares? At the end of the day, you have your parents who support you. You have Ilya, the love of your life. Like, what more can you really be worried about? And I think this is good for Shane to hear. I will say that Ilya is really struggling with some mental health stuff right now, and it's making me really sad. It's making me really sad, but he did say that he was gonna host a Halloween party, so we'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to give that update because I think that might be really important for later, so yeah. Well, good morning, you guys. It is the next day. I forgot to do a check-in because I heavily locked in. So I'm about, I think, 60% through the long game. I think my last check-in was at like 20%. So I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have to forgive me on that one. But I'm getting ready right now. I do have work at like 1:45, so I will have to, you know, kind of time manage over here. But tomorrow's a free day. If I haven't finished the book by tonight, we'll probably do like a 3-day reading vlog then, since this is already, I don't even know. This is already day 2. So this is so fun. I'm sure this video will probably be quite long, but exciting things. I guess I'll kind of talk about my feelings right now and like what's going on exactly, and we can like discuss it. So first of all, Ilya went to therapy because he's having a hard time and he thinks, well, he is depressed. Like, it's pretty evident. I knew one of them was gonna be the one struggling with depression. Kind of go figure that it's Ilya, because him and Shane's whole thing is like uneven, and Shane can have these people who know, and Ilya can't tell anybody, but they're getting better about that now. Shane, like, Ilya and Shane had this huge fight, and I was like, you know what? I feel like that was really necessary before, like, even though it was terrible. I was like, I knew they weren't gonna break up. I wasn't worried about that. And I just, like, knew, like, that needed to be said, like, and, you know, get it off of Ilya's chest. So Shane and Ilya had that fight, and, you know, it was really good for them to, like, kind of, like, talk about everything. You know, Ilya kind of gave voice to how he was feeling and a lot of the things that he's going through. But I feel like definitely a little bit brushed under the rug because Shane proposed to Ilya. I guess I should have said spoiler alert, but Shane proposed to Ilya. Ilya said yes. So now they're engaged and they're planning on telling everybody this summer, which is great. And I really like that. But also, I wanted Ilya to, like, talk more with Shane about what's going on with him and whatnot. But I think we're gonna come back to it. I just think that, like, maybe if I would have had them, like, resolve the full conflict and let Ilya have his moment before throwing in the engagement, but it's okay. There's still basically another half of the book left. So I believe I'm on somewhere between page 300 and, like, 320. So I should be finishing up here soon. And I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna finish getting ready and then go get my Red Bull, and we're gonna walk in on reading before I have to go to work. Okay, guys, so I now have my Red Bull. I love that sound. And we can lock in. Last time we chit-chatted, I was, I think, between 20%, and now I am at, oh my goodness, it's like twisted. I am at 68%. Can you see it down there? Yeah, 68% through. Also, please, Red Bull, please sponsor me. I am probably the reason your stocks for this specific Red Bull are so high. I don't think that's actually a thing, but I single-handedly probably have contributed too much money to your cause because of this Red Bull. And I haven't tried the cherry one yet, but I'm getting ready to, and I think it will be delicious. So, Red Bull, please, whenever I get big and famous, please sponsor me. I love you. Okay, guys, I'm 86% through. I am shook. I'm shook. Okay, of course, the Hayden fan mail video is the reason they were outed. That's funny to me. Like, obviously it was an accident. I knew that was gonna happen. Like, how? You know, whatever. The fact that Shane recorded that meeting with the, like, CEO of the NHL. Insane! The dirt that this guy has now. Oh my god. Like, I am, like, so happy for them. Like, Shane, well, I recorded the meeting, so. Shane, you're just gonna casually drop that? Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's 1:07. I probably can get away with, like, another 8 minutes of reading. So let's see how far we can get with that before I have to leave at 1:45. Okay, I am on chapter 37. It is 1:25, so I need to go to work. I am almost done, guys. I'm at 91%. I'm actually mad that Shane's teammates think that he fell on purpose to let Ilya win the series. Guys, that's not okay. Shane, I know Shane. Shane would never do that, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, guys, it is the next day. Work went fine. And we're gonna go ahead and finish out the Heated Rivalry books for right now. I know there's one coming out soon. I'm not sure where I updated last, but I am at 91% completion, I guess I will say, chapter 37. So a lot has happened between the last time that I probably updated and now, but I will just give a little bit of an update. The way Ilya and Shane's relationship was leaked was actually kind of funny to me. Hayden being the one that like accidentally exposes it, like, go figure. Like, oh my gosh, I want to say in like whenever Shane told Hayden, it was like a huge thing. It was like, he's gonna be the one to expose it, whatever. Yes, he does end up being the one who exposes their entire relationship, which I find hilarious. Not in the sense of like, oh my gosh, like, that's like, it's not like good that they got outed, but it's like, of course it was Hayden who was the one to do it because he wasn't paying attention. And I will say, reading this book and having the same name as him is so funny, because I'm like, you don't act anything like me, but we share the same name, you know? It's funny. But I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this out for you guys. Okay guys, so I just finished the long game, and their wedding scene, oh my gosh, it was everything. I am just so happy with how this book series ended thus far. I feel, my heart feels so full for Ilya and Shane, and you know, they got their happy ending and they're playing together. Oh, it just makes me so happy. I'm so glad that I was able to read these. And I guess let's go update our little books read this year. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope to see you guys again soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and share if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!